Zara was a bright, curious little girl with big, bouncy hair and a heart full of emotions. She lived in a lively neighborhood filled with bustling people, barking dogs, and children laughing as they played. Zara loved being part of the excitement, but there was something she struggled with: her feelings. When she was happy, her laughter was loud and her jumps were high, like a kangaroo. When she was excited, her words came tumbling out like a waterfall, so fast that no one could keep up. But when Zara got mad, a storm seemed to take over. Her face would scrunch up, her fists would tighten, and her voice would rise until she couldn't hold it in anymore. And when she was sad, her tears would pour like rain from the sky, and she couldn't stop them even if she tried. Zara's family loved her very much, and they would always remind her, "Zara, feelings are natural and okay. But if you let them get too big, they can make things harder." Her mom would tell her, "It's okay to feel mad, happy, or sad, but you need to learn how to control your feelings so they don't control you." Zara tried, but sometimes her feelings felt bigger than she was. At school, her emotions started to get in the way. One day, she was in class working on a project with her friends when another student, Liam, accidentally knocked over her carefully built block tower. It was her best creation yet. Zara felt the storm coming. Her hands balled into fists, and her face turned red. She stomped her foot and shouted, "You ruined it!" Liam backed away, looking surprised and hurt. Another time, Zara was excited to play jump rope with her friend Mia. But when it was Mia's turn, Zara couldn't wait, and she kept jumping in front, talking so quickly that Mia couldn't even get a word in. Mia finally sighed and said, "Zara, it's my turn now." Zara felt a rush of embarrassment, but she didn't know how to make herself stop. Zara's friends started to worry. They didn't understand why she'd get upset or excited so quickly, and it was hard for them to know how to help her. Zara noticed that her friends sometimes started playing without her or stepped back when her feelings got big. That made her sad, but she wasn't sure why they acted that way. Then one day, after a particularly stormy moment when she yelled at recess because she wasn't first in line, her teacher, Ms. Turner, took notice. Ms. Turner was gentle and understanding. She had seen Zara's struggles and wanted to help. She invited Zara to sit down with her on a bench outside the classroom. "Zara," Ms. Turner said kindly, "I see you have big feelings. That's a good thing. Big feelings mean you have a big heart. But when our feelings get too big, we need to learn how to bring them back down so that we can make good choices. Would you like to learn a special trick to help you?" Zara looked up, her curiosity brightening her eyes. She nodded. "All right," Miss Turner said, smiling. "This trick is called stop, breathe, think. It's a little 3-step plan. When you feel a big emotion coming, whether it's happy, mad, sad, or excited, I want you to do this. First, stop whatever you're doing. Just freeze for a moment. Second, take 3 deep breaths. Like this." She took a slow breath in, then let it out slowly, showing Zara how to calm herself. And third, think. Ask yourself, "Why am I feeling this way? What can I do to make it better?" Zara listened carefully, nodding. She had never tried stopping to breathe before. It sounded strange, but she was willing to try it out. The very next day, she got her first chance. Zara was playing with her classmates in the art corner. She had drawn a beautiful portrait, and she was so proud of it. But just as she was showing it to her friend Kayla, another student accidentally bumped into her, smudging her portrait's face. Zara felt the storm of anger building. Her fists clenched, and she could feel her face getting hot. But then she remembered Ms. Turner's advice. Stop, breathe, think. Zara froze, closed her eyes, and took a deep breath. Then another, and another. She could feel the anger melting away with each breath. Finally, she asked herself, "Why am I feeling this way?" She thought, "I worked hard on my drawing, and I feel disappointed that it's smudged, but it was just an accident." She looked at her friend and said, "It's okay, I can fix it." Zara got a new paper and started on a fresh new portrait, feeling calm. As days went by, Zara kept practicing her new trick. When she felt herself getting mad, she would stop, breathe, and think. When she was excited and ready to burst with energy, she'd take a deep breath to slow herself down so that she didn't talk over her friends. And when she felt sad because she missed her mom during school, she would remember to take 3 calming breaths, thinking of all the fun things they'd do together once she got home. Zara started to notice changes in her friends too. They saw her trying, and some even asked her about her new trick. Soon, Zara was known as the feeling helper in her class. Whenever someone was upset, they would go to Zara and she'd remind them, "Stop, breathe, think." She felt proud that she could help her friends the way Miss Turner had helped her. One day, Zara's parents noticed the change too. "Zara," they asked, "you seem so calm and happy lately. We're so proud of you. What's your secret?" Zara beamed. "It's Miss Turner's trick. When I feel a big feeling, I stop, breathe, and think. It helps me solve problems instead of letting my feelings take over." Her parents hugged her tight. "That's such a great skill to learn, Zara, and it will help you for the rest of your life." From that day on, Zara felt like she could handle anything, no matter what feelings bubbled up inside her. She knew now that feelings were like the weather, sometimes sunny, sometimes stormy, but with a little practice, she could always find her calm after the storm.